Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we are going to talk about this word. But aside from this word, which is plagiarism, we're going to talk about also another lessons. So, just a bit recap about the word plagiarism. It is considered a violation of academic integrity. It is also known as academic dishonesty. To avoid it, you can either paraphrase or quote your sources, or the other way to avoid plagiarism is to give credit to the original author by implementing in-text citation and reference list. And I believe that I already discussed to you on how to properly cite the sources that you gathered either from the internet, books, journals, articles using in-text citation. That was the APA 7th edition. And I hope that you've learned something from that video na in-upload ko last time. Since I already discussed to you on how to properly cite sources using APA Citation 7th edition, this time we're going to discuss about on how to list the following references. That is what we call the reference list. So let's define first what is a reference list. A reference list is a list of the publication information for the sources you've cited in your paper and is intended to give your readers all the information they need to find those sources. That is according to Walden University and D. Bottom line, all the sources that you have put from the main body of your academic paper, it is very important na makita sila sa reference list to make it credible, no? Para masabi natin na lahat ay magkakatugma-tugma. Yung nilagay mo doon sa main body na academic paper mo, yung mga sources na sinite mo doon o mga information na in-insert mo, kailangan meron yung reference list at the end of your paper. Yun yung tinatawag natin na references. If you still remember yung lesson natin last time about survey report, yung huling-huling section ng paggawa ng survey report, nandoon yung references. So, within that references, nakalist doon yung reference na in-insert mo dun sa academic paper mo. Here are some rules for creating a reference list. First, only list sources you cite in your text. Do not include sources you read but did not cite. So take note that. If hindi mo naman siya sinama sa main body or sa academic paper mo, why do you need to put it kung wala naman siya dun sa academic paper mo? So do not include sources you read but did not cite. Second, the reference list appears on its own page with the title references at the top, centered, and in bold type. So later on, I'm going to show you some examples about references or reference list. So dapat merong title of course at the top and naka-highlight siya or naka-bold. Next one, all references have a hanging indent, which means the first line is flush left and all the subsequent lines are indented 1/2 inch to the right. Again, later I'm gonna show you yung magiging itsura o pattern ng inyong reference list. Dapat yung first line ay naka-flush left and all the subsequents or the remaining lines ay naka-indented 1/2 inch to the right. Next one, you have to organize your references alphabetically by the author's last name. Again, you have to arrange them in order, in alphabetical order. The last name, not the first name. Next, if there is more than one source with the same author, then those references appear in chronological order, earliest source first. If you have one source but same author, again, you have to arrange them in chronological order. Next, if there is no author, arrange the citations according to the first letter of the work's title. Again, if wala pong author, you have to arrange it according sa first letter ng title. And of course, the most important thing to remember is do not number your references. No, it is not a question para mag-number ka before the statement or before the question. Here, malinaw naman that this is a reference list and you have to arrange them in logical order. Do not put number before the following references. Here is the example of references. As you can see, it is arranged in alphabetical order na ang nakabase ay surname, of course. And at the same time, as you can see, all references have a hanging indent. At the same time, the first line, yung unang line, ay naka-flash left and all the subsequent or remaining lines are indented. Pakitingnan pong mabuti. Naka-flash left yung unang line and then the remaining lines sa sumunod, yung nasa ibaba, naka-indent po sila ng ½ inch. Naka-hanging indent. Indented sila. 1.5 indented. 1.5 inch indented. So, I want you to look at this example dahil ganito po yung magiging itsura if ever you create your own reference list. Naka-alphabetical order sila based sa kanilang surname. As you can see, we have their surname, the date of publication, the title, the section, the page number, and the link. At masyado siyang detalyado because may numbers pa eh. I don't know if it is series of numbers. So, kailangan itong mga references na nakalagay sa reference list mo ay connected dun sa mga sinite mo sa iyong main body ng academic paper. Next one, we have how do we create a references for a reference list. But before I proceed to the next slide, I just want to clear that when we say in-text citation, it is used in a paragraph form. That is under, for example, when you create your main body of your academic paper. Again, we use in-text citation in a paragraph form kapag nagsasite tayo ng mga data or information or sources. It's either from the internet or pwede din galing sa mga books, articles, or journal. So, we use in-text citation in a paragraph form. I just want to clear, baka malito kayo. So, kung ano yung po yung meron dun sa in-text citation or dun sa body, yung mga sinite nyong data or information, di ba nagbigay kayo ng credit, dapat po mag-reflect yan, makikita yung mga iyon sa reference list. That is why I said a while ago that in-text citation in the body is connected sa ating reference list. So, let's go to the next slide. The reference list is located at the end part of your academic paper. Unlike the in-text citation, it is located or implemented at the first part of your academic paper. So that's the difference. Now let's proceed here. As you can see, we have works with one author. Since we are talking about reference lists already, makikita nyo po dyan na hindi kagaya, unlike sa in-text citation, ang ini-include lang natin ay yung author and date of publication. This time, pag sinabi nating reference lists, it involves, when we say reference list, it involves the following, just like author, date of publication, title, and publisher. So, kung napansin nyo, merong nadagdag na dalawa, the title and the publisher. Again, bakit merong nadagdag? Because we are now talking about reference list, not in-text citation at all. So here, paano natin siya iayos? So what's the pattern? We have the author Ben Solo. We have the date of publication January 13, 2012. The title is The Sunflowers. Publisher is Resistance Publishing Company. So, ganito po yung kalalabasan niya sa reference list. As you can see, kung mapapansin nyo, naka-indent yung company. Bakit? Kasi nasa pangalawang linya na siya, no? Ang first line lamang ng ating reference list, yung naka-flash left. Kapag mayroong mga data na bumaba, no, nag-enter pababa, so hindi na siya naka-flash left, dapat siya ay naka-indent na. As you can see, naka-indent na siya. Kagaya ng guidelines a while ago, dapat po ang naka-highlight ay yung surname. So, dahil si Ben Solo, ang surname niya ay Solo, comma, and then letter B, yung initial ng kanyang name, Tuldok, and then the date of publication, the year lamang. Hindi na natin i-include yung month at saka yung day. Yung month at saka yung date. Ang ilalagay lang natin ay yung year. Year na lamang, year of publication. So, Solo B 2012 Tuldok, and then saka yung kanilang title, The Sunflowers. The Sunflowers title, sumunod, Tuldok ulit, and then you can now insert si publisher. Name ng publisher nila. We have Resistance Publishing Company. Kung napapansin nyo, Zenothis, wala po diyaang naka all caps or naka uppercase. Kung mapapansin nyo po, yan po ay naka sentence case. Kagaya nung last time nung nag-quiz, maraming nagtanong, ma'am, okay lang po ba kung all caps? Nakita nyo naman dun sa example, sa PowerPoint na sinend ko na may audio, wala pong naka-all caps doon. Ay, meron po, pero hindi lahat, no? Dito po, naka-sentence case lahat since ang pinag-uusapan naman ay work with one author. Kaya kung ano yung nakita nyo dun sa PowerPoint, kung paano siya sinulat or tinype doon, ganun-ganun po. Kung meron po mga instance na may i-capitalize. Like for example, yung abbreviation ng group authors. Pero dito, since isang author lang naman pinag-uusapan, naka-sentence case po yan. Next, we have works with two authors. We have author Ben Solo and Poe Dameron. Date of publication, August 31, 2016. Title, The Last Jedi. Publisher, Resistance Publishing Company. So, ganun pa din po yung halos magiging pattern. But this time, i-insert po natin yung pangalawang author, si Poe Dameron. Dameron. So, we have Solo, comma, B, yung initial letter ni Ben, Tuldok, and then comma again, and then yung end na symbol, hindi yung end na naka-word type. Next, yung surname na nung second author natin, Dameron, and then comma, and then yung initial letter ng name niya, which is P, and then Tuldok again, and then include, open and close parenthesis, 2016, period, yung title, which is The Last Jedi, period again, and then you can now insert the publisher, which is Resistance Publishing Company. So, in works with two authors, ang halos nadagdag lang talaga dyan ay yung pangalawang author. So, after nung initial letter ni Ben, na B, you're going to put a period and then a comma and then put a symbol of end. End symbol hindi po word type. Tandaan, hindi word type. Yung symbol lang po ng end. And then, yung surname ni pangalawang author, which is Dameron, and then comma, and then put the initial letter, yung name ni Dameron, o yung name ng pangalawang author. And then, another period. And then, yung mga remaining na pattern, yan yung kagaya nung kanina. Next one, we have works with 3 or more authors. So, here, dito na tayo gagamit nitong medyo kakaiba siya. We have, of course, nadagdag aside kay Ben tsaka kay Poe, meron na tayo si Rose Tico. Yung date of publication is July 4, 2002, titled The Life of Andrew Snoke, and the publisher is First Order Publishing Incorporation. So here, ang mangyayari, of course, kagaya lang nung kanina, madadagdag lang yung pangatlong author, si Tico. So, you're going to put Solo B, Dameron P, and then put a symbol ni end, no? And then, insert mo po yung surname nung pangatlong author, and then comma, and then put the initial name nung pangatlong author, and then period again, and then now you can insert yung year of publication. Dapat po nakapasok po siya dun sa open and close open and close parenthesis, and then period, and then you have to put na yung title and then yung publisher. So, ganun lang po. Ang nangyari lang ay nausog yung end, no? Napunta na kay Tico since siya na po yung pangatlong author. So, tandaan nyo po yung mga kaliit-liitang detalye, just like yung mga period, and then yung comma, and then yung open and close parentheses. Kasi, yung sa quiz last time, medyo marami nagkamali dun sa mga maliliit na details na nabanggit ko a while ago. So, be observant kapag nagsusulat kayo ng mga ganyan. I mean, kailangan yung pansinin yon to have or to come up with the proper citation. Next, we have works by a corporate o yung tinatawag natin group author. So, we have the author, The Rebel Alliance, date of publication June 25, 1994, title How to Fly an X-Wing Fighter, publisher Resistance Publishing Company. So, since wala namang specific name of person to, kasi we're talking about group author, dito wala nang wala na ng mga ini-initial. So, you have to put yung pangalan ng grupo ng mga author, which is the Rebel Alliance. Again, naka-sentence case po yan, no? Ayun, no? The Rebel Alliance, since proper noun si Rebel tsaka si Alliance, so dapat yung first letter ng mga iyon ay naka-capitalized. Basic po yan, kaya dapat alam nyo po yan, kung kailan at kung hindi magka-capitalized. Kapag proper noun, of course, you have to start with a capital letter. If it's common noun, then you don't have to put capital. Instead, put small letter. But this time, as you can see, since ito ay grupo naman ng mga author, you have to write it like that, the Rebel Alliance. Period, insert mo, open and close parenthesis, yung year of publication, period again, and then the title, and then period again, and then put the, the publisher. Resistance Publishing Company, and then period. So, that's it for works by a corporate or group author. I think ito medyo madali-dali lang. Kasi wala ka dyang i-determine kung anong initial lang yung ilalagay mo kasi grupo siya ng mga author. But how about kapag wala namang author? So, we have, for example, date of publication, September 17, 2001, title, How to Train a Young Padawan, publisher, Resistance Publishing Company. Since wala pong author, magpo-proceed po agad tayo sa title. So, we have How to Train a Young Padawan. So, you can see, nakasulat po siya in sentence case. Okay? How to Train a Young Padawan. Mag-start ka sa title, period, insert mo, open and close parenthesis, year of publication, which is 2001, and then period again, and then now you can insert yung publisher. Naka-sentence case again. Resistance Publishing Company, and then period. So, that's it. Medyo madali lang kapag walang author. Be careful lang talaga sa mga details. Maliliit na details just like yung mga periods and commas. Next, we have printed newspaper article. We have author Ray Kenobi, date of publication June 25, 2005, title Hit and Run Suspect Commits Suicide, newspaper, New York Times. Page 17. So dito, if ever lang, for example, na ang data na you gathered ay from newspaper, no, article in a certain newspaper. So, here is the pattern. Or, here is the way, no, in citing it properly. So, we have, of course, the surname of the author, comma, and then the initial the initial letter ng name ng author, tuldok, or period, and then this time, kapag ang pinag-uusapan natin ay newspaper article, dito kailangan mong i-include everything, no? Yung date of publication. But, maging dito sa part na to, baka dito kayo malito. Kailangan, tandaan nyo to, you have to remember that in putting or indicating the date of publication, open and close parenthesis, the first thing that you have to insert is yung year nito, comma, yung month, and then yung date. 2005, comma, June, and then 25, and then period. And then after that, you can put already the title, tuldok, the newspaper, the name of the newspaper, which is dito sa example natin, New York Times, and then comma, and then put the page number, P, period, and then the number, 17, another period. So as you can see, kung mapapansin nyo po, if you notice here, yung page, hindi po siya buong nakalagay na page. Hindi siya naka-word type. Instead, naka-abbreviate siya. Letter P only, and then period, and then put the number, 17, and then another period. So, medyo madetalye, no? Kapag newspaper article ang kinuhaan mo ng information or data. But of course, sa tamang pagpa-practice, no, magagawa nyong i-cite yan ng maayos. Next one, we have news website article. If earlier, yung example natin ay, yung data ay nanggaling sa newspaper, this time, nanggaling naman yung news sa website. So, sa internet po ito. So, syempre, meron din kaibahan kung papaano siya i-cite sa ating reference list. We have the same author. We have Ray Kenobi. Same ba? Yes. Tama naman. Same author. Date of publication is June 25, 2005. Title, Hit and Run Suspect Commits Suicide. Kung mapapansin nyo, kung paano sinulat yung title dito, given title, ganun din siya sinulat kapag sinite mo na siya to a reference list. Tingnan nyo mabuti, oh. Hindi siya walang nabagong hindi siya kinapitalized. Kung ano lang yung nakasulat doon, yun lang din yung nag-reflect doon sa ating reference list. So, mas maganda isang tip dyan para hindi kayo maguluhan kung paano siya tinype or nakasulat yung title, ganun din siya isusulat doon sa reference list or sa in-text citation. Yun yung tip ko lang para sa inyo. And then, since we are talking about news website article, maliban sa title, no, you can also include kung saang website yan, anong pangalan ng website. So, we have here New York Times. Lang siya, no? Kanina, newspaper talaga siya, but this time, New York Times din yung kanina, but this time, New York Times din dito. Pero this time, galing siya sa website. And then, since we're talking about website article, of course, you have to include yung URL o yung tinatawag nating link. Ito yung madalas yung tinanong last time, no? May mga iilang estudyante na nagtanong, Ma'am, can I include link po or URL sa aking references? Yes, pwede pong i-include. Basta aside from link, of course, kailangan mong kunin yung iba pang details. Yung details na naka-flash ngayon. So here, how are we going to plot it? Or how are we going to plot it in our reference list? Just like what we did a while ago, ganun lang din po, but this time, ang kinaibahan, no? You're going to put the URL or the link itself at the end, right after po ng pangalan ng newspaper. So, we have Kenobi, the surname, comma, the initial letter is R, since pangalan niya ay si Ray, period, open and close parenthesis, since we're talking about newspaper, news paper. So, it's either galing sa internet or talagang yung newspaper na physical newspaper. So, we have to include 2005, which is the date, the year of publication, comma, the month, which is June, and then the date, which is 25, close parenthesis, we have period again, and you can now insert yung title. As you can see, nagre-reflect sila sa isa't isa, walang nabago, no? Naka-sentence case po, and then period, and then you can now insert si New York Times. So, title, and then name ni newspaper, and then after that, period, and then paki-insert po yung URL or yung link kung saan nyo po sila na-access. So, it's very important na as you consolidate data or information, kailangan aware din kayo sa pagtatabi ng mga kaliit-liitang detalye ng pinagkuhanan nyo ng information. Kasi lahat po iyan ay mahalaga, no? Essential po iyan in creating your academic paper, most especially kapag ang pinag-uusapan natin ay research paper o yung thesis. So, lahat po ng mga information na nag-gather nyo, lahat po iyan ay dapat makita, no, mag-reflect sa inyong reference list. Next one, we have website article with author and date. If a while ago, pinag-usapan natin yung printed news article and website news article, this time, website article lang itself. So, walang news, no? Article lang siya in a particular topic. So, it could be anything, any kind of article. So we have author Luke Skywalker, date of publication is September 12, 2018, title A New Hope website, the Jedi Order, and of course, the link or the URL. So here, just like what we did a while ago in printed and website article, parehas lang naman din yung pattern mula sa author, date of publication, title, and then name ng website. But this time, yung kanina kasi, name ng newspaper. Yung kanina, sa printed newspaper article and news website article. Since we are talking only about website article, syempre, yung name na ng website yung i-include mo, hindi yung name ng newspaper. Kasi website yung kinuhaan mo. So, this time sa example natin, ang website name ay The Jedi Order. So, ganun-ganun din siya isusulat dito. Right after ng title. A New Hope, The Jedi Order, period, and now, you can insert na po yung URL or yung link kung saan mo na-access yung data na iyon. Next, we have website article with organization name as author or group author. So, dito, website, pero group author naman. Here, we have National Institutes of Mental Health. Date of publication is May 2015. Title, Anxiety Disorders. And we have, of course, the URL since we're talking about website. So here, since wala namang specific name ng tao because we're talking about group author, here you're going to include everything, no? Hindi mo na sila kailangan i-abbreviate. Wala naman kasi sa rule yun. Baka gumawa lang kayo or mag-assume lang kayo na pwede silang i-abbreviate. That is not considered po. It is not considered. Here, you have to put yung author, National Institutes of Mental Health, kung ano yung pagkakasulat dun sa given, ganun din po siya isusulat dun sa pattern. And then, period, and then open and close parentheses, year of publication, comma, and then yung month. Since wala namang in-indicate na date, so proceed na tayo sa month. And then, close parentheses, and then period, and then you can now proceed with the title, naka-sentence case siya, anxiety disorders, period, and since di naman nakasya dito, umenter na siya sa baba, pero dapat indented pa din siya. So, yun po yung link, yun nasa baba. Next, we have website article with no author and no date. Grabe. Article siya, but this time walang author at wala ring date. But still, masasabi mo pa din siya na meron pa din siyang gamit, no, sa iyong research paper. So here, what are we going to do is, pakitingnang mabuti, we have title, What is Psychology? Website, bestpsychologydegrees.com. Kung ano yung pagkakasulat dun sa given, ganun din po siya ilalagay sa pattern natin ng reference list. And of course, yung link o yung URL kung saan mo po siya na-access. So, how we're going to write it? Naka-flash left po siya, no? What is psychology? Since wala kang author, so ang i-include mo pa ay yung title, sentence case, period, open and close parenthesis, D, and then another, period, sorry. Again, open and close parenthesis, period, D, and then another period sa labas ng parenthesis. So, ano po yung ND dyan? It signifies the words no date. No, dalawang word eh. It signifies the words no date. Okay? So, ND. Ma'am, can I capitalize those letters, those two letters? Nope. Susundin po natin yung pattern. We have to stick with the pattern. Ito po ay pre-propose ng grupo din ng mga dalubhasa. So, here, we're going to put that no date. Indicate that there's no date. So, N, period D, and then, you can now proceed with the website, no? Name ng website. We have bestpsychologydegrees.com. nakasulat po siya in according kung paano po nakapresent siya sa ating kung paano po present yung data niya. So, ganun na ganun din. Since ganyan siya present, no, walang space between sa susunod na mga words. So, ganyan din mo siya isusulat. And then, put period, and then proceed na po dun sa URL o dun sa link. Okay? So, sa link, pag-usapan naman ng mga link, sa usapang link or URL, ma'am, can I reduce the link? Siyempre po hindi. What if, halimbawa, tinest yan ng isang panelist? For example, kinopy niya yan and then pinaste niya sa isang tab and then trinay niya kung reliable ba yung source mo. If lumabas yon, then it's reliable. Totoo na meron kang pinagkuhanan. If walang lumabas, gawa-gawa mo lang yung link. No, hindi po pwede. It should be the links that you're going to provide in your academic paper should be reliable. It should be reliable, no? Real dapat yan. Ibig sabihin, kung ano yung nakalagay dyan, halimbawa ako as a teacher nyo, to check, no? To test if that link is credible and reliable, pwede ko siyang i-copy and then i-paste ko sa isang tab and then I'm gonna check it kung may lalabas bang data. If wala, then I would say na gawa-gawa mo lang yun. So, that's the reason kung bakit kailangan, kung ano yung link, no, buong link na nandoon sa tab na yon or dun sa website na yon, kailangan i-copy mo and then i-paste mo po sa iyong reference list. Again, after that, always check, of course, kapag nakagawa ka ng reference list mo, again, once again, you have to arrange it in alphabetical order. Magbe-base po tayo sa surname, of course, alphabetical order. And yes, that's all. I hope you learned something. If you have questions, you can message me, no? Or you can message po sa ating group chat or pwede ding mag-comment ka sa ating comment section there. Yun lang. That will be all. I hope you learned something. See you and keep safe. Thanks for watching. See you in my next one. Please like, leave a comment, subscribe, and hit the bell button for more lessons to learn. Bye!